What's the most satisfying way you followed the rules to the letter just to prove a point? About 5 years ago, I worked as a junior systems analyst for a mid-sized logistics company. I wasn't new to IT, but I was new to this company and very aware of how tightly some middle managers clung to their power. My direct supervisor, Rob, was one of those clipboard-wielding micromanagers who always thought he was the smartest guy in the room, even though he barely knew how to convert a PDF. Now, part of my job involved writing simple automation scripts to handle repetitive tasks, stuff like generating daily reports, clearing log files, or sending backup status notifications. These scripts saved hours every week and made everyone's life easier. But Rob hated them. He said they made people lazy and too reliant on shortcuts. He claimed, if I don't understand what your script does, you probably shouldn't be using it. I offered to walk him through the code, even simplified it and documented everything, but he refused. No one's allowed to run any script unless I approve it in writing, he declared one Monday morning like a medieval king making a proclamation. So I stopped running my scripts. Completely. That meant manually generating 15 daily reports every morning. Each one required logging into separate systems, exporting data, reformatting it in Excel, applying filters, and emailing it to the relevant teams. It usually took my script 10 minutes to do all of it. Manually, it took me 3 hours. By Thursday, the teams were complaining. Reports were late, formatting was inconsistent, and errors were popping up. I explained to everyone, very calmly, that Rob had forbidden me from running automation unless he gave written approval. I wasn't angry. I was just following instructions. Maliciously. On Friday, Rob called me into his office. He looked stressed. His inbox had blown up. Operations was angry, finance missed a deadline, and the regional manager had forwarded one of the messed-up reports to the VP. Rob tried to shift the blame, asking why I hadn't just done it the old way if I knew the scripts weren't allowed. I reminded him, word for word, no scripts unless approved in writing. He blinked. I could see the realization land like a brick. But his pride wouldn't let him backpedal. So instead, he said, fine. Give me a document explaining what each script does, and I'll decide. What he didn't know was, I already had that document. I handed it over instantly. 20 minutes later, I got a short, bitter email. Subject, approval. Body, use the damn scripts, but it gets better. A month later, corporate did a surprise audit of process efficiency across departments. Because of the chaos from that week, several teams mentioned the week of late reports and unnecessary manual labor. HR pulled me in for a chat just to understand what had happened. I explained, with email receipts and printed instructions, that I'd been explicitly told not to automate anything unless Rob approved it. 3 weeks after the audit, Rob was quietly demoted. No announcement, just a shift in titles and a new manager sitting in his office. I didn't gloat. I just went back to running my little scripts, sipping my coffee, and watching my reports get sent out like clockwork. Sometimes following the rules exactly as told is the most efficient way to show someone how wrong they are.